Hey y'all! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in, everybody! For some reason, I'm having trouble with the volume. The volume is being annoying and not working right. So, sorry about yesterday, y'all. I just had a headache, and it was not conducive to me being on stream. Let me tell you, you wouldn't have wanted me there. So I see Sophia's here, and I see Anita's here, and there's Somnio Games. Hello, y'all. My voice is making funny sounds today. Not as bad as like Monday and over the weekend. So last weekend I was vending at Atlanta Comic Con, and on Saturday morning my voice started going wonky. Ah, Dan! Hi, friend! Good to see you. I have no water here right now. I'm empty. So I'll just drink some coffee to hydrate, because that's a good hydrating drink, right? Somnia says those sounds are called talking. Most people do it. Yes, well, this is not my... my voice is weird and going wobbly. So Saturday, and I'm not a person who usually has an issue with like laryngitis or losing my voice or anything like that. So it was super weird because my voice was all wobbly and wonky, and then it just got worse. And then Sunday, I didn't lose my voice, but Sunday I sounded an awful lot like Janis Joplin. And I couldn't like raise my voice. And in a place like Atlanta Comic Con, which is a gigantic warehouse with a bajillion vendors, it gets loud. So yeah, it's been a little wonky this week. So welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much, Anita and Sophia, for the contribution to the 6-hour stream. I feel like I need to extend it again. Yeah, I'm going to need to extend it because I'm not going to be streaming next week. I'm going to Chicago to see my dad. So I'll extend the deadline for the 6-hour stream challenge. For those of you who don't know, you can donate up to 2,000 of your plot bunnies toward our community challenge of enticing me to do a 6-hour stream. So we're like 60% there or something. So yeah, I'll be extending it for a couple more weeks because like I said, I'm not going to be able to stream next week because I'm going to be in Chicago from Tuesday till Saturday. So, let's see. Sophia said, my schedule changed and I can be here. Yes. I was supposed to be working right now. Very happy you're streaming. I'm very happy I'm streaming too. Let me tell you, this morning I was so tired when I woke up. And I was just like, oh, but I couldn't cancel 2 days in a row. I would have felt awful because I knew I wasn't streaming next week. So I would have felt awful. Jay, hello. You hear how funky my voice is? I'm feeling much better today. Like I said, I'm just really tired. But yeah, yesterday I had a pretty rough headache, off and on all day. By the evening it had settled down, and then it was just like this, and I'm positive it was a tension headache, but I just had like this tightness at the nape of my neck for the evening, and my headache's gone today. It's very rare that I have headaches at all. So like when I do, it's always kind of sus. Let's see. Dan says, does that multi-hour stream involve taking a shot at the end of every sprint? I mean, it could. It totally could. We could totally make it a drinking game. No, but what we've done in the past in 6-hour streams is they haven't been all sprinting and all working. We sometimes stop to play a game, although that didn't happen because I feel weird because I don't like games that are like engaging for other people to watch. I like games that are pretty boring because I don't like to put forth a lot of effort. And so like I think I tried a game on stream and I was like, this has got to be super boring. So, but we've done things like Ask Me Anythings, and we've done work, and then we've done just chit chat and talking about conventions and stuff. Basically everything we do here, but then longer. But I feel like we could definitely incorporate drinking games into the mix. So So yeah, so how's everybody else doing today? What have you guys got on deck? So I realized I lost track of when payday was because I thought it was this upcoming Friday, but it was last Friday, which means and I was at Atlanta Comic Con, but that means I didn't pay my bills. I mean, I'm usually paid ahead, like not paid ahead, like a whole month ahead, but usually like I schedule to pay my bills a week to 10 days before they're actually due. So it's not like anything's going to be late, but I have to do that today because I just realized that last night. I was like, really? Really? I usually check my account almost every day, just, to make sure that no weird charges have come through or whatever. But like, yeah, I did not do that this week. It's been just like a struggle bus week. Um, let's see. Sophia says we could do 50-word flash fiction. We could absolutely do that. That would be fun. Do like little flash fiction games. I think that would be a good time. I think 50 words would fit in one comment. That's true, but 50-word flashes are hard. Like they're hard. So it would probably take several things. Am I really loud to you guys? I'm looking at my mic thing and it's going real high. I don't think it usually goes that high. Anyway, Dan says I've got 2 stories submitted to a couple anthologies. Yay! I don't think I'm making one, but I'm fairly confident in the other. That is awesome. That is fabulous. Yes. I've got a submission out for an anthology. I also don't think it'll make it, but mostly because, not that I don't think it's like up to the caliber, but because it doesn't have enough of the theme in it. It's sort of theme adjacent. There's a little bit of the theme in it, but not a lot. And so it may not make it, but that's okay. If it doesn't, then I'll just release it as a short story prequel to the new book I'm writing that doesn't have any connection to any of my other works in progress. So, let's see. Anita says 50-word flashes are only hard for some. Okay, Anita, you overachiever. I mean, I'm actually really good at Flash, but not everybody is. Not everybody is. It can be hard. Sophia says, no, the volume on your stream is very low compared to every other source on my computer. That's so weird. All right, I'll turn that up a little then. Maybe that'll help. Okay, Ray is here. Hello, welcome in, Ray. Good to see you. Jay says, I have to work up my courage to submit my short story. Pathetic. I know, it's not pathetic. Stop making judgments on yourself, Jay. It's not pathetic. Everybody's nervous to submit short stories. Here's the thing. If you care, if you really, really want to be in whatever it is, of course you're going to be nervous. I mean, I really want to be in this anthology, but I knew going in that it may not make it simply for it not having enough of the theme in it. So like, I'm already kind of resigning myself to getting a rejection from them. Even though, and like, it does match the theme. I just don't think it has enough of the theme in it. So I don't have a whole lot riding on it. Like, I don't have a whole lot invested in it because I recognize on the front end that there's a very valid reason that has nothing to do with my writing why they might reject it. And that's okay, right? But it doesn't mean I'm any less nervous for it. Every time, I've gotten rejected. I haven't submitted a lot of stories to this particular company that does anthologies, but I've submitted a couple and they've all got rejected, and that's okay, right? You just keep going. Yes, and Dan makes a perfect comment there. Don't crush your own dreams. Let us do it for you. No, seriously, do not crush your own dreams. Ray says, I need to actually submit a couple things by the end of the month. This month has been really crap and I've lost track of everything. Honey, I feel you. I am there with you, Ray. You and I are in that boat together. I am so with you on that. Like, I'm so scattered today. Anita said, I submitted a poem recently and second guessed submitting 3 times. See, this is very common. It is not pathetic, it is normal. Um, Themes are underrated, or do you mean overrated? So, the theme of this particular anthology is pirates. And although I have, like, in my story, there's a magic problem that comes from magical pirates in the past having done a thing and other things, and then this magic is now wild and free. So the pirate is there, but it is tangential to the story. So yeah, so like that's why I recognize that they may not, it may not be theme appropriate. It's there, but it might not be the level that they want, which is fine, right? Sophia gets paid tomorrow. That is, honey, you ain't never alone. Oh, underrated. Yeah, I like themes because they. I find themes inspirational. Like they get my brain going. Oh, what could I write for that? You know. So yeah. Ray says, for now, though, I need to finish a paid job, so I'll be doing that today. Gonna set up for that. Excellent. We like paid jobs here. Oh, I just got a message from my sister on my family channel. Apparently, Hulk Hogan died. We're losing a lot of people this week, I've noticed. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Something wrong, or is it just me? I don't know. You'll have to tell us what you think is wrong. Sophia says, did something else happen for sound? Uh-oh. Did my sound go away? I'm showing sound. Like, there's not anything... I'm not muted. Nothing on my end is muted. I'm seeing my sound go. My mic is on. That's so weird. I think it must be Twitch. My mic is on. My Streamlabs is showing it's getting sound. I don't think it's me. I don't know, y'all. Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, it wasn't me. It absolutely was not me. It had to have been Twitch because everything on my end is working. So, so yeah, I think it must have been Twitch. I don't know what happened. All right. I don't remember what I was talking about. I was saying that my sister just sent a message. I just got a little pop-up message. My sister sent a message to my family WhatsApp that apparently Hulk Hogan died today. We've been losing a lot of people from my childhood. I had sound on other streams though. That's weird. Yes, it is not uncommon for me to anger the Twitch gods. They don't always love me. So, Sophia had sound on other streams though. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Sacrifices must be made. Yeah. All right. So at some point, I'm probably going to go down and make another cup of coffee because this is definitely a 2 coffee morning. I'm so dragging today, y'all. Valerie's here. Hi, Valerie. Valerie had huge Twitch issues last night. It was so weird. I feel like we go through this like cycle where things will be fine for a few weeks and we'll all be like lulled into a sense of security. And then all of a sudden, Twitch will just go insane for like a day and a half. And everything will go wrong at random times. And then it settles out again. I don't even know what. I don't even know what. So yesterday, I got this package in the mail, and I was like, what the hell is this package? I don't know what this is. And I opened it up, and it was this pretty bracelet. Look at how pretty that is. And it was from a friend of mine who lives in Tennessee now. Look, it's got a crown and everything. Isn't that pretty? And it says, this is the cute little box it came in. And it's got a little thing inside. And it says, to my bestie, if I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how special you are to me. A truly great friend is hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to replace. You are irreplaceable. You're one of those people who make my life better just by being in it. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Love, the one who needs you till the end. Y'all, in the midst of my headache, this is what arrived for me. And I cannot tell you how sweet that was. So look at how pretty. So I was just like completely flabbergasted. And it really is so pretty. I don't know if you can see the detail on the stones, but they are just so pretty. So it's like purple and like different shades of purple and like gold and a little bit of like pale teal. I don't know what color that would be. So yeah, so that was so sweet. I didn't realize how much I needed that until it arrived. So, yeah. Anyway. All right. So I today am going to be working on more coffee. So I might go off camera at whatever point I finish this cup. And I'm going to work on paying bills this first round. I've got some multiverse stuff I have to do today. And a couple little Dragon Con things I need to do today. Including wrangling my volunteers into a group so that we can all talk together instead of just being, Dan, you'll appreciate that, right? Sophia's doing new moon prep. Excellent. What are you doing for new moon? Like, what are you prepping for? I know that's kind of your time frames are based on moon. So Dan's like, 100%. Yes. So I had to get all the programming stuff out of the way, like, first. It's been a rough couple months for me because reasons. Just busy. So, all right. Let's see. Sophia's prepping her bullet journal and then a goal-setting ritual. I love it. I love that. Anita's working on editing today. Her Norse Tales needs to be finished. Excellent. Sophia says, I bought flowers, pulling a tarot card, doing some meditation, etc. Excellent. That is fabulous. We do need to set up our Spirit City because we have to go and catch another spirit. So we need to go... Wait, first we need to open the spirit decks, look at the next one we're going to get, which is, I think, going to be this one. We know what that is. Gently boil ingredients until rich and sweet. Let the comforting crackle of fire set the perfect mood. A trusty companion for jotting down ingredients is a must. Okay, so we need to go into the kitchen. And is it simmering or is it cooking? I think it might be cooking. No, maybe simmering. We had simmering before though, so I think we'll leave it on cooking and see what happens. And then we need this guy right here. Except we're gonna do this one. How cute! Look at those eyelashes. Y'all. Look at how cute that guy is. Okay. And then, crackling fire. Where's the crackling fire? Bird singing. Okay. Where's the crackling fire? Did I miss it? Cozy fireplace. There it is. Okay, but I'm going to turn that down because that'll get on my nerves. All right, so it is not cooking. It must be then simmering? Yes. All right, so our little thing is twirling here, which means we're hunting a spirit. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what everybody else is doing. Valerie's working on the last chapter she wants to edit before she sends all this to her editor. Awesome. Dan says I've almost no time to write during the day, but I do get a lot of time to plot. So I have about 9 books plotted right now. So, when it comes time to write, you're going to be ready, my friend. You're going to be ready. All right. Jay is working on a story and cleaning glitter and sequins from my floor in person. Good luck, my friend. Godspeed. May the odds be ever in your favor. Ray is doing sensitivity edits themselves. Bill by the hour, so might not check in at every break, but I'm here. Excellent. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get going. I've got 20 minutes on the clock. And I owe Sophia music, and she chose Epic. So let me cue that up. See, I remembered. Aren't you impressed? All right. 20 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Oh, y'all. I didn't realize the timer went off. I didn't hear it. So, yes, I'm sorry about the volume, but if I try to go into Pretzel Rocks and adjust the volume in there, and I know it's low, it'll crash my entire Streamlabs. The only thing I can really do, like, one of the issues is I can't even. It's just done badly. It's just the plugin is not great. So, so yeah. At some point, I will invest some time in finding an alternative music source, but today is not that day. So, yeah. Sorry about that. How'd everybody do that round? I am almost done with bill paying. I've still got a couple more things I have to do. So it's probably going to take the next sprint and then I'll be done. Then I'll be able to move on to multiverse stuff. So how'd you guys do? I did not go down and get some more coffee, but I did finish the coffee I had. So I'm going to go make another cup. Yeah, it's been a 2 cup of coffee day for a couple weeks now. So, yeah, I know. I understand. I understand what you're saying, Sophia. I'm just saying that I can't fix it. Not at this point. So, yeah, I'm trying real hard not to crash Streamlabs. Just about anything I do with Pretzel Rocks will crash Streamlabs. Like, if I try to close the pop-out window, it'll crash Streamlabs. It's so insane. Anita said, did a little editing on the story and a little editing on the blurb. Excellent job. Dan says, if you're on when 11, ear trumpet allowed. Yes, that's what I use. I use ear trumpet. And I have both Streamlabs and the main volume all the way up to 100. So it is because the Pretzel Rups volume is low, and I can't go in there and change it without crashing Streamlabs. So let's see. Valerie got about 100 words. Good job, good job. Sophia did the new moon ritual. Did you dance naked in the moonlight? No judgment if you did or didn't. And my flowers are pretty. We do like pretty flowers here. It's true. It's true. All right. I'm going to get back into it. Y'all get back into it. Continue to check in if you haven't checked in yet. But I'm going to go off camera and go get me more coffee, y'all. In the moonlight of the new moon. Oh, yeah, that's a good... Dance in the starlight? Something? I don't know. Mother Nature and I do not have a great relationship, Sophia. All right, let's get back into it, y'all. Jay got some words before she had to attend to day job matter. De-escalation Thursday. I mean, it's a day ending in Y. It feels like every day for you is de-escalation day. A caller... No one, not even management on the team, likes dealing with because of nasty attitude. I got gifted with them today. Is this the same one you got gifted with last week too? Because it seems like there's at least one person that continues to call and just like be awful at you. And I'm sorry that you keep drawing the short straw. Sophia says, I mean, maybe I would if I was not far north and the sun would set ever. Yeah, I see what you're saying. How do you even know it's a new moon if the sun doesn't go down? Schrodinger's moon. All right, enough of my silliness. Let's get back into it, y'all. No music this time unless somebody buys it, but either way, I'm going to go off camera for the first couple of minutes, go make myself some more coffee because I really, really need bean juice. I just need to wake up. I'm having a lot of trouble today. We are still hunting our spirit. It is still being lured into our kitchen, so we will wait on that. But I do love this, my little inkwell. She's so cute. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Not 30 minutes, 20 minutes on the clock. Jay said, no, this is a different one. Y'all are so blessed. Or something. All right, 20 minutes, y'all. Let's get into it. Here we go. All right. That was the timer, although it wasn't very loud. Let me see if I can fiddle with that volume. All right. How'd everybody do that round? I got the bills done. So that is finished, out of my way. So what was weird is last week on Thursday, so I normally do my bill paying and my social media scheduling on Friday, but I knew I wasn't going to be available Friday, so I did all my social media scheduling on Thursday, but I didn't think to pay my bills on Thursday, because I'm a dumbass. But everything's all done. Done. So now I don't have to do it tomorrow, which is when I would normally do it. And next week I can do it again. All right, Sophia edited a little bit. Oh, I'm so tired today. And we're still looking for our little spirit friend. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Okay, we do get a little break, so we'll do that now. We'll have about 5 minutes or so. If you need to get something to eat or something to drink or use the facilities, this is the perfect time to do it. Also, if you've been sitting this whole time, get up and stretch your body a little bit so you're not old like me and creaky. And if you have not as yet taken your meds, and you should have taken your meds by now, please take a moment to do that. Sophia says, and my phone broke the other day, so I'm still dealing with remembering apps I need and used to have and don't remember the password, etc. Oh, that's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Ray said, close to done with 1 hour. Got through 30-ish pages, which is the pace I was going for. Onward! Excellent. Great job. Jay got more words in. Yay. Anita got some editing done. Fell down a rabbit hole of Viking names like Olvir, the Child Sparer, and Eystein Falfart. They were definitely creative, our Vikings. Jay said, discovered glitter and sequins in places that I didn't think glitter and sequins go. Oh, no. Glitter and sequins get everywhere. Uh-oh, Valerie. Okay, y'all, chime in. What's going on? What's going on? Anybody else having stream? Okay, well, that makes it the perfect time to start the break. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. Let me put 5 minutes on the red timer, even though you guys can't hear me. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to try this again. Okay. Can y'all hear me? See me? Anybody? All right, now I stopped and restarted. Can't hear me. I don't know why. You should be able to hear me. Ugh. Stupid Twitch. All my sound is okay. Let me open Pretzel Rocks while I'm here. Do. All right, and buffering. Well, y'all should be able to contribute more to the 6-hour stream, though. Okay. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start the next sprint, and hopefully Twitch will catch up. Excuse me. Ooh, that was gross. All right. Okay. Y'all, can you hear me? Am I with you? Twitch has been super twitchy today. So, that's the end of that sprint. Vanessa! Welcome in, fellow Vanessa! I'm not gonna lie, it's super weird to me for somebody else in my circles to have the same name because that's so rare, as you probably know. So, it was so nice to meet you last weekend. So excited to have you here. We're doing sprints. We got about another hour and a half to go. Excuse me. We do 20-minute sprints here. So you can work on whatever you need to work on, whether that's writing, day job, laundry, whatevs. And Rachel Taylor has joined us. Welcome in, Miss Taylor. How are you today? And I'm so glad you can hear me because it has been a wild ride here on Twitch today. Twitch is acting like I feel. Like, everyone shut up. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. That's what Twitch is saying. So welcome in, Vanessa, your first time here. So glad you could join us. So we do two 20-minute sprints in a row. And then we have a 5-minute break. And then at some point I lose track of when we've had a break. And then everything happens kind of randomly. So I did finish sending out emails to the guests of honor for Multiverse because I am going to host them on my interview show. I have a conversation and a cocktail show. Y'all regulars know that. And I had offered an invitation to the guests of honor for Multiverse, like I do every year, to come on and have a little chat with me. But neither one of them had replied. And only one of them had read it, because I mark all my emails to tell me if somebody's read it or not, which isn't always accurate, but often is. And one of them hadn't read it, and she thanked me because she's like, I did not see it. I don't think I got it. And I was like, cool. So she has signed up Lisa Yasik, who I'm super excited. Those of you who are really interested in Black sci-fi fantasy history and historical, like, did you know there was a Black anti-fascist sci-fi movie out in 1938? Did you know that? I did not know that. So I'm really excited to talk to her because she's going to teach all kinds of stuff. And then John Jennings, so I'm going to be talking to Lisa in September, and John Jennings he's our artist guest of honor. He also writes, but he hasn't signed up for which one yet. So I emailed them both back, including the information forms that I need that, like, where they can upload, a headshot and all that mess. So yeah. Okay, so I did all that, and then the next thing I need to do is for scheduling for Multiverse, I have to put together the list of people who are doing the story times. So that's going to be my next project. So Sophia has edited a scene and has now given up. That means you did it. You did it, Sophia. Huzzah! Let's see. Ariel says, I looked at the vendor list for Dragon Con since the progress report came out today. So did you read the Writer's Track progress report? I wrote that. I wrote last year's too. Last year's was the first time I ever did it. So that was, I try to make it interesting and fun and also stupid. So, because that's me. Ariel says, oh wow, which I'm assuming you're talking about the Black anti-fascist sci-fi. Yeah, I was just like, she's a scholar. She's a scholar of science fiction. And so I'm going to learn all the things from her. I'm very excited. Because, one of the things I'm trying to do is learn more about other cultures generally, but especially Black culture here in the U.S. and Black history here in the U.S. because there's an awful lot of stuff that I, as a history major, don't know anything about. So I'm always super excited to learn about that kind of stuff. All right. Um, let's see. Oh, wait. I must have missed something. Hang on. Rachel Taylor says, I'm doing great. I worked the entire last sprint. Amazon just updated the rules on keywords, so I'm fixing all my book by book. I have 3. I feel really bad. Oh! Thank you for the follow, Vanessa. That's so weird. It's still so weird. Let's see. So fixing all mine book by book. I have 3. I feel really bad for people who have like 50 books to update. I mean, sort of, because I'm also jealous of them having 50. Yes, I have not done that yet. So I'm dreading it. Ariel says, I don't know if it's because I was reading it on my phone, but the words were jumbled. I will check it out on my laptop. Jay says, I'm always learning as a history major and buff. Yeah, same. And, you know, there's so much stuff we haven't been taught in school as Americans. I mean, there's like tons and tons of history. Obviously, we can't learn every single thing in 12 years, right? Or even in 16 years if you count college, or 17 years if you count me. But, you know, I don't expect us to have learned everything, but there's a lot of stuff that seems like it should have been in there because it's important, but it wasn't. So, yeah. Let's see. Valerie says, I'm trying to get my daily words in before I start making angry calls about the itch.io stuff. Okay, what's happening with that? I don't know what's happening. There's too much stuff going on. I can't keep up anymore. Jason, culture a month, I devote myself to studying. That is so smart. I love that. I love that. Ray says, I have a half hour left and my back is hurting like a bitch. Woo! I'll get this done though. I have faith in you, Ray. You got this. You got this. Valerie says, and history is being actively deleted and suppressed now, so it's getting worse. Yes. Yes, it is getting worse. Jay says, one being the Celts had roads just like the Romans. That's exactly true. They weren't quite as good as the Roman roads, because there was an awful lot of architecture that the Romans stole from the Greek. But yeah. There were entire civilizations. They weren't called barbarians because they were barbarians. They were called barbarians because they were not Roman. It didn't matter how much culture you had. And, you know, those are my ancestors. I'm Italian. So, those are my ancestors, at least on my dad's side. So I'm just like, yeah. Valerie says, too long, didn't read. Is payment processors pressuring itch.io to remove all not safe for work content from the site? Of course. Yeah, the payment processors are the worst. They really, really are. Oh, posture check, y'all. Jay calling us out. Come on, y'all. Sit up straight. Oh, I didn't realize how hunched I was. Thank you, Jay. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Okay, much better. Thank you. Yeah, and in the meantime, Stripe is the payment processor for the crowdfunding site that is used by far right wing. The guy who, I don't know if y'all saw, but the guy who was a very proud fascist on the Jubilee debate with Mohamed, I can't remember, the Democratic candidate for New York mayor, whose name I can't remember. Mendy. Isn't that his name? Anyway, the guy who was like proclaiming a proud fascist. So he has put something up on this site, which typically allows racists and fascists and stuff to raise money, to crowdfund money, and Stripe is their payment processor. So in the meantime, that's happening, but you can't show titties on the internet. So, Jay says, yeah, not a drop of Celtic blood, and I'm obsessed with the Celts. That's not uncommon, you know? I mean, I've probably got Celtic blood on my mom's side, because, like, that's German, English, Irish, like, going back. But, yeah. Ray says, yeah, posture check. I'm currently sitting in the least painful way possible. Then I'm going to do Tai Chi warm ups to see if I can work out these muscles. I think that's an excellent plan. All right, but let's get back to work because we have a sprint to do, and then we'll take one last little break before we finish up the sprints. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, y'all, that was the timer. I am so close to being done with doing these guests. Give me 1 second. How did you guys do? How did you guys do that round? Ah, I spelled it wrong. There we go. And done. Okay, I was so close, y'all. Okay, how did everybody do that round? And Vanessa, I forgot to ask you what you're working on today. Sophia, all the fingers crossed for the yarn. I would be so excited if anybody we know actually wins. Ever. So, how'd everybody do? So we're running a little late for the, whatchamacallit, break. That's it. Because we had so much trouble with Twitch. Oh, don't forget, because I stopped and restarted the stream, you can donate another 2,000 points to the challenge. You should be able to do that. So if you've already donated once today, see if you can do it a second time. A girl I know won twice? Twice? We can't even win once. And they won twice. So let's see. Ray's got 5 minutes left on their timer. Got a lot done, and I'm happy with that. Winning during a crap month. Yes. Yes. Winning. I love that. Valerie contributed, and Ray contributed. Anita got some more editing done and wrote this sentence. Its rocky maw yawned a pitch black, swallowing all the sunlight that danced toward it, and from within came faint dripping echoes like falling drops of blood or venom. That's a good sentence, Anita. Super creepy. I love it. Yes. Huzzah. Good job. Good job. Rachel Taylor switched over to day job stuff. Is it wrong to feel resentful that day job actually requires me to do things before they pay me? No. Because seriously, I'd really like to switch the day job to passive income so I could just do book stuff. Amen, friend. Amen. Ariel's just resting because she has stabbing back pain today. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to help you. Hopefully they'll get that surgery scheduled soon, but you know, it's America, so crapshoot. Yes, I like the way you think, Jay. Nope, boo, day job. I feel like that is just like a whole mood for so many. Adulting sucks at times, that's right. I mean, there's some excellent things about adulting, like I can eat cereal for dinner and ice cream for breakfast. So there are some excellent things about being an adult. And also like naked sexy times. But there's also an awful lot of it that sucks. But my husband did go get the lawnmower fixed today. Which is really good because last night I almost bought him a new lawnmower just because I'm tired of waiting. So we'll see what happens. He just got home. So yes. Yay, lawnmower. Yeah. I mean, we keep spending money to get this old gas mower fixed, and I could buy him an electric one for $300. But you know, whatever. So, we get a little breaky break. I don't need to do anything because I did all the things while I was up checking the laundry and getting the tea and making a new, container of tea and all that kind of stuff. But, so I'm going to go ahead and put the timer, let me find the actual timer. Boop. You can't actually see it there, so let me move it somewhere you can see it. So there's so we're going to put, I guess I could just, you know what, I could just use this timer. We can just use this timer for 5 minutes. If I can get it to, like, work properly. All right. So, but what we are going to do is we are going to meet our new spirit friend. Y'all ready? See, look, we got a red dot. That means we lured a spirit. So, let's see who we got. Look at that little baby. Look at how cute she is. Jemima. Jemima, look at how cute she is. With eyelashes. Okay, let's learn about our new friend. Jemima is a friendly inkster that has penned many recipes, can sometimes mysteriously evolve into a Jemima. A lovely aroma of sweet, ripe fruits always follows them. It is said that this smell can inspire cooks with new, innovative recipe ideas. Their jar-like body isn't just for show, it can also be used to preserve fruits and veggies, subtly changing their color and scent over time. Some say that the longer an ingredient rests inside Jemima, that is such an unfortunate name, the richer its flavor becomes. Though they appear quite delicate, Jemimas are surprisingly hardy, with a motherly instinct to care for and protect their friends. If treated with patience and kindness, a Jemima can be an invaluable kitchen helper, organizing pantries or ferrying ingredients to their chef partner. But can they do dishes and mop floors is what I want to know. All right, Jemima is so cute. Ah, yes, Jamela. That's a good name. To rhyme with Pamela, Jamela. Yeah, that name is something. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that the people who do this are not American. Like, I am pretty positive they're not American because I don't think they would have named it that. For those who don't know, Jemima is kind of a name for like a black housekeeper type in the South during like pre-Civil War days. So I feel like that is way too close. But again, I know these people, I'm pretty positive these people are not American. So they wouldn't necessarily go to that. Yes, but can the Jamila do dishes? Yeah, also I thought Yamama. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what they were going for as well. But that is not in the US the first thing that comes to mind. Because as soon as I read it, I thought, oh, this is unfortunate. Rachel Taylor and I are like, but the important part is the cleaning. Yeah, Aunt Jemima. Yes, used to be on Pancake and Syrup and was based on the kind of Mamie old black nanny / cook servant from pre-Civil War days. And so, like, it is definitely kind of unfortunately named, but she is so cute. Look at how cute she is. Okay, so we are going to switch out. First, we're going to go back to the bed because that's what I was doing before we went, because I really want to be relaxing. And then we're going to pull up our Gemila because that's what we're going to call her from now on. We are not calling her Jemima. Look at how cute. Let's see what colors we have. So we have blueberry and orange. Oh my God, we got to buy both of these, but we're going to stick with pink for now, I think. We'll just keep with the traditional pink. Look at how cute. Look, she's napping. She's snoozing. That's so cute. Okay. All right. I think if you put name on the jam sound like Jam Mama, well, you get further away from that. No, I agree, and I am positive that that's the way they were going. But you can't help but see it as an American who cares about such things. You can't help but see it. Let's see. I can't even get the name right in the first place. Yes. Yes, pink is so cute. They're all so cute. I think the blue is super cute too. So yeah, so she and I are gonna nap there together because that is what I wish I was doing. I mean, I'm a horrible napper. We've talked about this before, but still. Oh, let me turn the timer back on. And it looks like our break is almost over. So that was a nice little break. All right. Here we go. I need to turn the sound up on that a little bit, but it's already almost maxed out, so I'm not really sure. I wonder, no, oh, wait, let me turn that guy off. Oop, we don't need that anymore. All right, so now we're going to put 20 minutes on the clock again. Bloop. Okay, y'all, what do I have to do this round? I did that. There's another thing I have to do for multiverse stuff, and I can't think of what it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, we've got a conflict spreadsheet that I have to go through and make comments on and then upload to Google Sheets so that I can share it with the directors. And that's going to take a little bit of time, I think. All right. But we've got 20 minutes on the clock, y'all. If you haven't if you've changed things that you're doing this sprint, or if you haven't let us know what you're working on yet, please feel free to do that in the chat. Like I said, I'm going to work on this conflict. Let me find it. There it is. The conflict spreadsheet of doom. All right. Okay, but we got 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get into it, y'all. Here we go. Ooh, y'all, that was the timer. I was not ready. I literally looked at it like 40 seconds ago and then was surprised when the timer went off. So, how'd everybody do? Welcome back, James. James got a massage earlier and said that that was awesome. Deep tissue, I sound a bit like a Rice Krispie right now because the muscles are all happy and relaxed. So when I move, things are shifting. Nice. I love that. Yay. So how'd everybody do? I am working on the conflict spreadsheet. Excuse me, for multiverse, I am separating it out by track so that it feels a little less overwhelming to my directors. And then I'm going to be putting notes in, not all of them, but some of them. Sophia's envious, but all the massage parlors near me look like they're fronts for busty Asian brothels. I mean, possibly. But that doesn't mean you can't get a good massage there. They probably aren't, but like, I'm not going to go in your basement. I mean, valid. Everybody's envious of you, James. Anita says, editing went well. I solved my revenge motivation issue with a massacre. I mean, a massacre would solve so many issues. And decided I need a fight scene with a cave guardian. Means 2 more scenes to write, though. Yeah, but they're gonna be kick-ass and fun to write. I'm just saying. Valerie got almost 900 words for the day. Yes. Good job. Rachel Taylor did day job stuff. Boring, but necessary. That dang mortgage won't pay itself. Assholes. All right. We got one more sprint, y'all. So during this sprint, first, I'm going to go find somebody for us to raid. Please hang around for the raid so I don't look like I only have 2 friends. That would be great. You can leave after the raid, but please hang around for the raid. Because, like, every raid I've done for the last couple of weeks has been like, Vanessa is raiding with 2 people, with 1 person. So come on, y'all. Hang out for the raid at least. Let's see. Jay got words. This dream sequence is hard to navigate. The fun thing about dream sequences is you just do whatever the fuck. Like, seriously. I mean, it has to make sense for the story and it has to move the plot forward and all that. But, like, dreams are distorted and weird and they don't make any sense. So, or they don't seem to make sense. So, like, play with that. Go with that. I love writing dream sequences because I'm like, how stupid and creepy can I make this? Or how awful can I make this? Or how funny can I make this? And I just do stupid shit. Let's see. Arrow's back to the day job stuff since you got some rest this last sprint. I'm glad you got some rest. Rachel Taylor says, a good massacre is a great problem solver. I mean, as long as you're massacring the right people. Sophia says it's more sad if everyone leaves afterwards. I don't know. I think that streamers expect that people are going to leave afterwards. I think that's an expectation. But I always find it very sad when I only arrive with like 1 or 2 people. Sophia said, then it's like, hey, we're here for the party, but you're boring, so we're going to leave. I don't know. I think streamers assume they're going to leave. So... let's see. Jay says, well, she's seeing her comatose husband in her dreams. That's always fun. But the cool thing is it's still her brain, so it's going to be her representation of him. Which I think is fun to play with. I think it's fun to play with because sometimes the way we see somebody, I mean, always the way we see somebody is not who they are 100%, of course, because, you know, we don't know anybody 100%. I don't care how well you know them. But like you could totally play with that shit. Rachel Taylor says, if you look at the raid problem from the opposite direction, it means we're all super loyal to me. But, I mean, it's okay to have other streamers you like. I am not monogamous in a streaming sense in any way. I am happy that you have other streamers that you love. If you do. And if you don't, that's okay too. I don't mind people being Monaga stream with me. Mono stream? I don't know. Anyway, Sophia needs sleep. You can sleep, Sophia. It's okay. Don't yes. Good news for the week is my fanfic passed 2,000 hits. Holy crap. Huzzah, my friend. Great job. Great job. Working tomorrow night, so this is the only time I could hang out. Well, I am glad that we were both here for each other. So I am going to give you a heads up. No streams next week or Friday co-working because I will be out of town. So if I can manage a stream or something, I might do a pop-up one, but I don't know what my schedule's going to look like. Let's see. Anita says, I'm massacring the innocent, but it solved the fridging problem, so they all must die. I'm not doing fridging. I'm killing everybody. Everybody. Gender does not matter. So let's see. Ariel usually has meetings at 3 p.m., so she has to leave, but not today. Yes. Good. I'm glad you're staying. Huzzah. I have so much free time next week. Well, maybe you should stream. You stream and post events in the group that you're streaming. So, good night, Sophia. Good night. Ah, Vanessa's back. Got 1,350 words today. Great job. Great job. We've got one more sprint. We're going to keep on going 20 more minutes, and then we are going to go raid somebody. So I'm going to go see who's working. All right. Y'all ready? 20 minutes. Off we go. Okay, y'all, that's it. That's the stream. How did you do that round? I really did something that is. I just made myself some extra work, is all. I should have done things in a different order, but that would have saved me some time. But now I'm committed, and it's not going to make any sense to you. But at any rate, how'd you guys do? Let me know. So we are going to raid Starborn Striker. I think she still doesn't have a camera or mic, but she is active in the chat. Valerie's almost to 1,100 words for the day. Good job. You can hear how weird my voice sounds. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It should not be this problematic because it's not like it's not like I've been talking a lot the last few days. But let's see. Anita decided on a giant worm for the Cave Guardian. I feel like that's a good choice. That's a good choice. Rachel says, well, at least you made progress. Yes, that's true. That's true. I may go back and... So basically what I did is I was dividing up the conflicts in the spreadsheet by track and then moving those over to a separate spreadsheet so they wouldn't be overwhelmed, right? But I also have a cell that I've added for my notes on like what I think the easiest fix for, you know, some of them won't have an easy fix, but a lot of them will. And I should have done that before I separated them all out because now I have to, you know, because if there's a conflict in two different tracks, it's going to be on both of their spreadsheets. And now I've got to copy and paste them to the other. So I think probably what I'm going to do is just trash all the stuff I did and then recopy them all after I put my notes in because it doesn't make any sense to like, you know. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Jay got interrupted by day job stuff, had to handle a crisis, and send a welfare check. You mean send someone to do a welfare check or send an actual welfare check? I mean, it's not my business, but I'm just curious. Rachel Taylor says, more day job stuff, endless day job. Yeah, no end in sight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Let me go over the events of the coming week because like I mentioned earlier, we've got some changes because I'm going to be out of town next week. All right. So tonight at 7 o'clock, Amelia hosts her 30-minute writing sprint. She goes from 7 till 9. These are all Eastern time. These are all on the Google Calendar. I can't guarantee everyone has made an event in the Facebook group, but these are on the Google Calendar. All right, so tomorrow at 7 a.m., Sarah hosts the Summer Morning Writing Group, and that is from 7 until 8 a.m. I will be sleeping, but y'all enjoy yourselves. But I will be up in time for the 1 p.m. Zoom co-working session. It goes from 1 till 2:30. We will do 2 30-minute sprints. And then tomorrow evening, Amelia will be again hosting her 30-minute writing sprint starting at 7 o'clock. She goes from 7 till 9. On Saturday, we have Discord sprints with James, and that is from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. over in the Discord. So go check that out and get some work done with him. I know that we've had some additional folks showing up, so that's awesome. Then on Sunday at 10 a.m., we have the Sunday morning write-in with Lisa Raby. She goes from 10 until 12. On Sunday evening, we have the TWT chat where you can go into the Facebook event and vote on the topic or topics of your choice. I need to go pop in there and see if anybody's voted yet because I don't get notifications when people comment on that particular post. I don't know why. I'll get notifications if they love it, but not if they post in it. It's super weird. Anyway, Ariel has voted, so excellent. So go get your vote in. I still haven't uploaded all the ones I'm behind on because things have just been chaotic, but soon, y'all, soon. So That's at 7 p.m. on Sunday evening. We go till about 8:30. On Monday at 7 a.m., again, Miss Sarah is going to be hosting her summer morning writing group from 7 until 8. I am not sure about the kickoff the week co-working with Tiffany. She just had a death in the family last week, so I'm not sure if she'll be back on. I'm going to leave it on the calendar. She usually goes from 12 till 2. I'll leave it on the calendar, but just know she may not be there. Oh, sorry, y'all. Blah, blah, blah. But at 2 o'clock, Joe Compton has his sprints and meditation. He goes from 2 until 4. Then on Tuesday evening, we have writing sprints with Amelia at 7 o'clock from 7 till 9. Then on Wednesday morning at 7 a.m., we again have those early morning sprints, which I will not be at. Sarah goes from 7 until 8. No Twitch on Wednesday next week because, again, I'll be out of town. The same with Thursday. I am currently deleting them off of the calendar. All right. But that evening, Thursday evening, Amelia will be doing her thing again. So that is the upcoming week. As far as I know it, it's always subject to change. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Jay had to call the cops for a welfare check in another county. Gotcha. Ariel did more day job stuff. Okay, y'all, we are going to go and raid Starborn Striker, Miss Megan. Let me see. She looks like she is... I'm trying to see if she's in a break or not. It's hard to tell. I can't... Oh, no, she's got about 3 more minutes left of her sprint, I think, and then she will have a little break. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and raid if I can find the right thing to raid with. All right. That's not right. There we go. Okay. There she is. First thing on the list. So I'm going to go ahead and start the raid. Thank y'all for being here. I did not want to be here today. I was so tired. So thank you guys for being here with me and helping me get stuff done because I feel like I got a lot of shit done today. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for always inspiring me. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and hopefully see you tomorrow in co-working. All right.